Hi, I'm Robin Sinnott. I'm a freelance photographer based here in East London. I shoot a lot of portraiture, street and photo documentary stories, and today I'm pretty excited to be trying out the new Leica SL camera system. We've got a really exciting subject organized to really put the camera through its paces, so let's give it a try. The Leica SL is the first camera conceived for professional photography with an electronic viewfinder. And that's not only innovative, that's pretty revolutionary. The iRes is simply activated by looking through it. It's got a huge 4.4 million pixel resolution and a latency time lower than the threshold of perception. In other words, it's pretty much like an optical viewfinder. A huge advantage of the iRes is that the image can be electronically brightened in low or in favorable light. Furthermore, dual-axis leveling aids, grids or focus peaking can be displayed through the electronic viewfinder. The viewfinder, with a size more reminiscent of medium format cameras, allows you to see the picture in its final form. You can simulate all the essential parameters through the viewfinder, such as your white balance, your exposure, or also your depth of field. And you're able to optimize those settings before pressing down on the shutter release. All your photographic essentials, such as aperture, shutter speed, and ISO, are always readable through the electronic viewfinder, the back display, and they're also permanently displayed on the top plate. It also remains perfectly viewable in bright light conditions. These are all huge advantages over an SLR. If, like me, you have a few Leica lenses in your arsenal, you're going to find this next point extremely interesting. The Leica SL is compatible with almost every Leica lens ever produced. To put that into context, that's 145 lenses, some of the finest optics ever produced. The M lenses, the S lenses, the T lenses, the R lenses, and even the award-winning Cine lenses are all compatible with the right adapter. The Leica SL features a full-frame 24 megapixel CMOS sensor, so you can really expect exceptional image quality. The Leica SL's full-frame sensor has a base ISO of 50, which I'm sure all videographers out there will be happy to hear. It has an impressive top ISO of 50,000. With that range, you're pretty much covered for all available light scenarios. The Leica SL does away with the low-pass filter. A specially designed pixel architecture ensures more light falls on each individual photodiode. Expect sharper images and more detail. So let's take a look at the Leica SL a little bit more closely. It feels really incredible in the hands. It's got a beautiful weight to it. It's really nice and balanced in the hands. If you look at the camera on profile, it's nice and slim. A lot of this due to the fact that there's no mirror mechanism in here, no prism to account for. Taking a look at the back of the camera, apart from the on-off switch here, there's absolutely no other lettering and no other symbols. That's also true of the top plate here as well. It's beautifully minimal in its appearance and design, and that's absolute classic Leica, absolutely reduced to the essential items. So looking around the SL, I'm noticing the connecting parts and the opening parts all have this rubber sealing around it. Basically, it's virtually impossible for water or dust to get inside the camera. The lenses have this specially hardened surface and also a coating called Aquadura. This acts as a dirt or water repellent, so you can imagine how advantageous that's going to be out in the field. One huge advantage over the SLR camera is this camera operates almost completely silently. Just firing off a huge burst of images there, and it remains really discreet. The menu system of the Leica SL couldn't be simpler to use. It really is intuitive. One tap, I'm straight into the favorites menu. I can customize what I have here, only have the important things that I find myself using. I can navigate through the menu using the click wheel here on the side, or this super nifty little joystick here, which takes me up and down and also allows me to click into the various aspects. Apart from that, I also have my shutter dial and my aperture separate from those buttons. And I have 6 programmable shortcut keys. I have the 4 on the back, I have 1 on top next to the shutter wheel, and also 1 on the front. So if I want to, for example, put my ISO on the top left here, I can set that up, and then within 1 short press, I'm straight into my ISO settings. Couldn't be simpler. The Leica SL has the fastest autofocus system in the professional market, and that's including all the top SLR cameras out there. From infinity to close-up in a record-breaking 110 milliseconds. You can shoot in AFS or AFC, or if you prefer, you can switch into manual and make use of that focus peaking technology. The camera has 49 AF fields, or you can select one single point for that precise focusing, simply moving the focus point using the touchscreen on the back. The camera also features tracking, which is really useful for those fast-moving subjects across your frame. The Leica SL features a super snappy Maestro 2 processor. It responds to all my commands without any delay at all. Thanks to 2 GB of buffer memory, I can record up to 11 frames per second in full frame 24 megapixel DNG and JPEGs. The fast UHS 2 standard allows these files to be recorded simultaneously to the SD memory card. The processor makes this camera the highest performing camera in its class. The Leica SL is jam-packed with groundbreaking technologies. The ultra-high resolution electronic viewfinder is an absolute joy to use. The record-breaking focusing speed and the high-performing processor means that I'm never going to miss a shot. The lens compatibility opens up a staggering 145 Leica lenses. This camera is going to be highly desirable to any professional photographer out there.